All right, guys. You know what we are? Back for another Dokkan battle video. So, it is interesting. Usually in January, things are not really that, like, I mean, I would say, I feel like pop it. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but most Januaries, typically it's like a pre-anniversary cooldown. And certainly so far, this New Year's celebration has felt like a lot is going on. Now, from this point on, I think that there's very likely we're not going to see too much more coming into the game before the anniversary is actually going to start. Remember, basically, from Rick and through kind of like the celebration info, we do kind of have like the tentative start date for the 11th anniversary when we are expecting and anticipating it is going to begin. And that is going to be on the 28th. The 28th is likely going to be the official start of the celebration, and the Part 1 LR drops. So the 28th, 12 days from now, is what we're expecting, right? On the 28th. So very excited for that. Now, let's take a look at this. So, probably the 11th anniversary, headliners, Dokkan Fest exclusive characters, are going to have this right here. A new mechanic. Seems to be a new type of conditional super attack, and they seem to be voiced only in 1 time speed and have their own OST. But that's with a question mark. Some of the new related functions below. So, extra special BGM, so that'd be, what OST right there. Disable voice if double speed, if voice is enabled. Extra special. So, it seems as though we could see a new type of super attack. I mean, I remember this shit clear as day. I remember playing Resident Evil 2 Remake. This is where, we just go to the trophy log. I mean, wait, I might pause 1 second. Okay, what if I did page 155? Where does that take us? Not close, hold on. Yeah, so right here, in this range, I remember playing Resident Evil 2 Remake, right? And, we were beginning to get 4th anniversary news, 4th anniversary leaks, all of that good stuff, right? As I was playing Resident Evil 2 Remake. I remember it clear as day leading into what were eventually active skills at the time, right? Technically, the first character we saw that had active skills was LRB Pan, but in reality, the first characters we were able to actually obtain that had an active skill was the LR Super Saiyan 4s. Those were the first active skill characters. On Global, Gohan and Goten were the first active skill character, but, whatever. So, a new type of super. I mean, we'll see. This could be a lot of different things. This does kind of sound like, unit super attacks a little bit to me. Let me pull up Paikuhan just as the example for this really quick. So, Paikuhan, he does his regular super attack, right? His burning shoot, right? Just as regular ass super. Nothing really too crazy. But then if you have an Angel Goku or an Angel Vegeta on the turn, then, you also get Gogeta fusing. By the way, this super attack always annoyed the shit out of me because it feels like Paikon should get like an extra 500% attack when doing this or something, right? Like, I'm sorry, but Gogeta shows up. I feel like Gogeta's at least an extra 500% attack. I mean, that's just me, but all he gets is super effective against all types. Right? That's the that's so stupid. That's Gogeta showing up just gives effective against all types, and that's it. It's comedy, right? But like that's kind of like what a unit super attack. Maybe this conditional super attack would be like, I don't know. I was gonna say if HP is 100, you'd have a special attack, but that would suck because anytime you'd get touched, you would be under 100% HP. So I don't know, like HP under 75%. Like let's say we get, a Super Saiyan 4 Goku. This character works well for the example I was going to give, right? Maybe, if your HP is 100% to 75% in that range, he'll just do a Kamehameha. By the way, this is as it is. This is an exclusive animation to the SSR of this Tech Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Looks like it's a little glitched on the website, but whatever. I mean, it's not a big deal, right? You kind of get the thing, like Kamehameha, right? But then, like, if we're below 75% HP, instead, he does the Kamehameha Dragon Fist. By the way, this character still needs to be redone. Like, well, I say redone, but we don't have this in good... Imagine how sick this would be in good animations, right? Like, I mean, we have had a Super Saiyan 4 Goku who was very good all of 2025. So, I mean, they don't necessarily need to do it now, although... I mean, adult Super Saiyan 4 Goku, he's going to want, from Daima, he's going to want some good running partners. So, I mean, I guess they could drop this Goku right here, right now. But this is kind of the point, right? Like, HP 100% to 75%, he does Kamehameha. And then if it's below, you know, instead he could do, like, the Dragon Fist or something. But I don't know. If it's going to be voiced, it makes me think maybe it could be something we would be able to activate on command. Hard to say for sure, but... it is interesting. This could be like the new sort of like anniversary thing we could see, right? So here's Thieving 6. We got a bunch of kind of like stuff here. Disable voice if double speed, extra special attack, select card special attack, get special attack by battle status. Shows automatically by current battle states. Okay, yep, activating special attack, has usable special attack. Yeah, okay, so it's just a bunch of stuff, but, like, not anything, like, super, like, in-depth right here that would give us, I guess, more clues. And then we do have that leader skill filter, which I think is pretty nice. I probably should do, like, well, I was gonna say, like, a video highlighting it, but I don't know, like, I don't know. Whatever, yeah, okay, so there's that. So we'll see what this, like, new type of super attack would look like. I mean, there's a lot of talk of... potentially Tournament of Power characters or Super Saiyan 4s or Namek or Daima. Like, you know, so we'll see what's actually going to drop with the anniversary. I would say the good news is that Dokkan anniversary feeling like a flop has never actually happened, right? Like, after the 10th anniversary was done, people started complaining and crying about it nonstop. But, like, when we were in the 10th anniversary, it was like, oh my god, this shit is insane. And they're dropping 50 events every single day, and shit was on fire, right? And that's exactly what's going to happen once the 11th anniversary is going on. I don't, like, you know, we've seen during every celebration ever, like bitching. But it's never been... during an anniversary, like, oh my god, this is terrible. I do remember global players during the 9th anniversary saying there was nothing to do, which was crazy, but whatever. All right, so we got that. I got some other stuff pulled up. Okay, so speed setting for extra specials seem to be separate from the speed setting for battle we currently have. So we should be able to change the settings individually. 2 times for battle speed, 1 times for extra specials, for example. Okay, could be interesting. Okay. So, looks like this did not show up in the update right now, but it looks like the ability to skip passive transformations. So, just as, like, the example I used in my video was Android 13, right? He has a passive transformation, non-active skill one, where, you know, if you have 2 Android allies on the team, besides this guy, on the 5th turn from the start of battle, he will auto-transform into Android 13, and this is unskippable, right? Like, you will always have to watch this every single time, right? Like, think of Baby. Baby is another good example, right? How many times have we seen that Baby transformation? And then the other thing was the possibility to skip revives as well, right? Revives can be really long animations. And, I mean, as of right now, we cannot skip revives or passive transformations. So the fact that it seems like they're setting it up to be able to do is, I think, a good thing, right? So Rick had asked me if I could check it out. I did, but, you know, they weren't skipped. They did change the look of this menu a little bit. Nothing super crazy. They did add a way to control these animations through scripts, but most of the tables are empty. Once they add the data, then they should be able to be skipped in theory. Yeah, so, like, remember how active skills can't be changed, by the way? It's because I believe that they're just literally, like isn't, like, a section for it to be changed, like, after EZA. And as far as I was told, all they would have to do is add that into the data, which they could, but They just have never decided to do that. And then talking to Proton, he also that those animations might also become movies. Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, we'll see how they're going to handle that, right? Remember, they tried to begin converting animations into movies, and it was a little bit of a disaster. Most of the quality was really bad. But the good news is, like, the In Future Gohan and Trunks active skill, that is kind of like that, one of these movies and not like the million puzzle pieces put together, and that one still does look quite good. So they haven't added this yet. They did make it start revised and passive transformation animations can be controlled through scripts. So that should, in theory, make them skippable once they add the scripts. Seems like we need an app update to add skip functionality. Okay, so we'll see next time they have, like, an update if we could actually get that added. And then also, so here's Rick theorizing a little bit about the talk of the new mode. Now, again, I did play the new mode. I've always felt like this seemed like it was a ways off. It did not feel close to me at all. So let's read this and I'll give my thoughts. So, thought that since the new mode was announced, seeing as not even the copy leader update is big enough for 6.0, and that milestone seems to be saved for the system, I think they intend for it to have a much bigger impact on the game than most people expect. I don't know. Now, the thing that was intriguing to me, so there was a couple of things about it where, we'd be able to change, like, add, like, card effects or like special effects to some of the card arts, which could be cool, right? There was one for Namek Goku that looked really good. I think just the fact that they chose Namek for the setting made people be like, oh my god, like, it's got to be for anniversary, and Namek has got to be anniversary. But I've always pushed back on that. Like, it's possible, and I think Namek for anniversary right now would be good, actually, but never because of this new mode did I think it was going to be anniversary, right? The map, though, seemed pretty interesting, right? Like, a map kind of like Budokai 2 or kind of like, I don't know, Legends or something like that, where you could kind of like move around and there was just like enemy spots all over. Like, it'll be interesting to see how this is going to look once it's actually put in game. But it doesn't seem like it's going to be for anniversary yet, but I mean, do we think it's impossible that they could fire up the live stream and then they could, go over it officially? We'll see. But, again, they gave no timetable on the new mode that we tested at the Community Fest in September. And I've said since day one, it feels like it's a ways off. This has never felt like something that was coming soon, so... all right, there's just kind of like a lot of this information roundup. I feel like I did need to cover, specifically get a video out for this, new conditional super or extra super, whatever we want to call it. We'll see. Could be interesting, right? A nice little new wrinkle added to the 11th anniversary characters. Definitely looking forward to that. So let me know what you guys think. I'll catch y'all next time.